giving you a recap of tonight's game. It was a blowout. Essentially, it was a blowout. It felt like a blowout, even though they kind of came back a couple times. But at no moment did I ever really feel like we was gonna lose the game. But let's just get right to it, quarter to quarter, and then we could get to what you really want to talk about. First quarter, we kind of was routing them, just cooking them. They only scored 12 first quarter points. We was baking them. This felt like a Cat redemption game. Like it kind of had a feeling like Cat was seeing what was going on in the tea leaves, and then the Boston game was just atrocious. It was more so bad for Jalen Brunson, but Cat didn't really help us either. So it seemed like Cat was like, oh nah, I gotta cook. Cause I really do think he wanna stay here, but hey man, there's some other things that it's the habits. I keep going over it. Those habitual things that you keep doing, they outshine your talent, man. Like you do silly things, man. A lot of silly things. Jesus, we've been talking about it over and over again on this channel. But tonight he didn't do too many silly things. He was cooking. So that first quarter was pretty much in the bag. The second quarter, they come back. They only scored 12 points in the first quarter. They scored 35 points in the second quarter. They get it close. And, as I said, man, when we sit Brunson down, and I get it, I think I might have overreacted a little bit in the last video, but I do feel that way sometimes, and I don't apply to this game, but once you sit Brunson down, it's rough trying to get points. And I mean mainly with OG out. Because OG is kind of like not afraid. Like I never look at OG as being passive. But everybody else outside of Jalen Brunson is like either passive or they need someone to set them up. They need something. You know what I mean? Like Josh is starting to assert himself a little bit, but that's a little bit. Mikhail, even this year, having a good year so far, asserted himself a little bit, but that's a little bit. Deuce has to be set up. Cat has to be set up for the most part, man. Whether it's a trail three or someone dumping him in the post, him trying to cook on the top of the key is just not working. Jalen Brunson is the one person that can get on his own. You know what I mean? And Jordan Clarkson too to a lesser extent, but we gonna get to him, man. He's just been But nevertheless, the second quarter, we gave them confidence, man. We gave them confidence. It started to come back. LaMelo Ball was doing a little bit of something, even though he's atrocious in large part. Not like, his game, but just overall, it's just like he's a wacky player to me. We started turning over the ball. He wasn't passing the ball as much, not enough ball movement. That's kind of how it goes. It's a game of runs, so you got to expect that, but come on. The third quarter, we made a comeback, and then from that on to the fourth, they kind of got a little run on us, but there was it's Charlotte. I mean, come on. It's Charlotte, bro. There was never a moment where I thought otherwise, so that's pretty much what it is for this game. It really wasn't a whole lot of thrills going on with this game. Josh continued to be Josh. He's hitting that shot. That's here to stay. Cat, as I said, Cat was dominant. Cat was cooking. Like, it seems like whenever he sees a player he knows he could cook, it's when he gets that way. And the other players, he has to, wait and see. Like, it's like, I'm not going to start out the game dominating this player, whoever said player is. Maybe during the game I'll get a feel for it. And it's like, all right, I could do good. But, if it's Alex Saw or name a player on the Hornets or whoever on the Brooklyn Nets, or it's like, oh, no, I know I can. I just want to see that every game, bro. Fourth quarter, really wasn't nothing there. Fourth quarter, we was cooking them. It was pretty much over at that point, to be honest with you. But you don't want to hear this. We know what you want to get to. Giannis. So it's been on and on and on with this Giannis thing. My brother been talking about Giannis since last year. People been talking about Giannis. We did the Mikal Bridges trade in part because the front office more than likely came to the conclusion that we was never going to get Giannis. So why keep waiting around for this possibility and it may not never happen? Let's make a trade for Mikal Bridges. Now, the Knicks fan base are having buyer's remorse. When personally speaking, I never really cared for Mikal Bridges, even though I'm not mad that he's here with us now. And now that we got him, you need him. But I never cared for him. But the fan base wanted him. The fan base wanted Mikal Bridges, and now all of a sudden, the fan base, you gotta kind of take them with a grain of salt sometimes, because it's always on to the next hot thing. Like, that's just how they operate. Like, now it's Giannis. I mean, he's always been good. He's been really good. He's been top, probably one of the best players in the league, him or Jokic, the past 5, 6, 7 years. But already abandoning ship. Already. So then what's going to happen? What's going to happen when we get Giannis? And let's be honest. When that jump shot is not falling, and he's getting fouled, and he's not making in threes, and then he's hurt sometimes because he's a tall guy, and he gets hurt. He just got hurt. He just got hurt. It may not be a big injury, but he just got hurt. All those things happen. We're going to get buyer's remorse again, and then what it's going to be? Wemby. Wemby was here in New York playing chess at West 4th and at Bryant Park and at Washington Square Park, riding the subway. He wants to be here. He said he wants to be here. Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous, man. You got what you got, and what we have is good enough. I thought we hired a coach with the idea of the coach was going to be the one that was going to bring everything together. Tibbs wasn't the one bringing everything together. He wasn't necessarily stirring that gumbo pot well enough. So Mike Brown was going to be that guy. He has to show and prove. He has to figure it out. We have to figure it out. Because this is what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get back to Giannis. Everybody wants to get rid of Cat. Cat hasn't got hot yet. And it's going to take a hot streak from Cat. And Lord knows when that's going to happen. That might happen in the playoffs, which would be perfect. Cat is going to get hot. Everybody's going to go, Giannis. I've been saying Giannis, man. I don't know, man. Cat is cooking. Cat. We got to stop doing that. Like, we have to stop jumping from guy to guy, bandwagon to bandwagon. Who's the new this guy? We got a good team, man. We have a good team. So back to Giannis specifically. You want Giannis. Cool. This is number one. What's it going to take to get him? Look. My guy from Knicks Film School, his name is missing me right now. He said it best. Getting Giannis is going to take probably one of Josh, Mikal, or OG. But the Knicks, it will benefit the Knicks by having not one of them, of course, going to trade, and it's just being Cat and another piece. Of course, Jalen Brunson, we're not even discussing him. But outside of those four, but it would take Giannis to do it would take the Bucks and Giannis to do us a solid. Meaning Giannis is going to have to specifically say, I only want the Knicks, nothing else. And the Bucks going, all right, just give me Cat, Deuce McBride, and I'll take Yabusele and whatever pick swaps you got. Yes! That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for, because to take away any one of the wings at this point, see, this is the problem people don't understand. It's not about that the wings that we have are amazing and they're great players. It's that the way this team is manufactured, you need the wings. Taking away one of them, it damages us. It doesn't matter that we have Giannis. It's going to hurt us. You take away Josh, you're not going to get as much rebounds. I don't mean that Giannis don't rebound. I'm talking about those diving plays that Josh does, running around head on fire, assists, and then when he's scoring, forget about it. OG guards the best players on the opposite team, and OG has that thing that Mikal doesn't have, where he's defensive, and he's big enough to guard a power forward, but still fast enough and sleek enough to guard a point guard like a Cade Cunningham. Mikal Bridges plays defense like OG, but Mikal is frail. So Mikal could guard a Trae Young or, a Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know. Just any guy that's slender, that's quick. Mikal can do good on that. Even he did good on Brandon Ingram. Perfect. Players like that. But the way this team was set up, it wasn't a one piece. It was the collective. And you can't now take away that piece and go, well, we got a bigger piece now, and then that person, even if it is Giannis, he will not somehow take the place of a Mikal Bridges while still being Giannis, while still You follow? Or take a place of OG while still being himself. So he's basically covering two positions. You follow? Or covering it. It's no way. You need a full team. If that was the case, why haven't they been good this whole time? Since Drew Holiday and them left, they had Dame. Well, why wasn't they all that then? Since Giannis is so great and he's going to do so much wonders for us, well, what have they been since that championship year? Come on, man. It don't make sense. What you're going to have to give up is going to hurt us. It's just not. I'm not convinced. 2, Giannis can't shoot. He's Giannis. He's dominant. He can get to the rack. He can get to the rack automatically. He gets rebounds. He's a difference maker. He plays defense. All of that. He cannot shoot. So much so, he can barely make free throws. This fan base is going to be screaming when we're in a playoff game and they do a hack of Giannis and he can't make any free throws and we lose the game because of it. Come on, man. Number 3, he doesn't want to play center. I don't understand what's not getting between y'all skulls. You want this guy, oh, he could play the 5, and then we're going to put... He doesn't want to play center. He's not any better of a center or wanting to play a center as Cat is. So it's pointless. Yes, he gives us defense. And yes, he's a better player than Cat. I'll take Giannis. Look, you telling me we're going to get him? I saw a proposal out there. It was Cat, Yabusele, Shaman, and some pick swaps. It was going to be a 3-team trade somehow with Pelicans, Knicks, and Bucks. And Zion goes to the Bucks, and Cat goes to the Pelicans. And okay, I'm with that. If we could get Giannis for a steal, yes. But anything else is at this point, at this juncture, is pointless. Now, if you want to keep going back and going, well, we should have never gave up those picks for Mikal Bridges. Okay, but we already 2 years removed from that. It's over. We got what we got him. Y'all wanted him. Most of the Knicks fan base wanted Mikal Bridges. They wanted this Villanova thing and bring him from Brooklyn and he's in the nice watch and bring him back over here and y'all wanted him. I personally never cared for Mikal Bridges, but he is having a really good year this year, and now that you got him, you need him. Because you take him away, it's going to hurt us. It's going to hurt us, man. It's going to hurt us, man. Like, the things that he provide, there's not another player on our team that's going to provide that, and there's not nobody out there we're going to get that's going to already know. Ain't a Mad Knicks production without a camera malfunction, but... So, as you guys can see, man, I'm not in favor of a Giannis trade, per se. I'm not in favor of it if it's going to be us giving up one of OG, Josh, or Mikal Bridges. You know, and I'm not doing it based upon the fact of you're going to have to give up one of those guys. Giannis struggles with jump shots, with jump shooting. This team, this NBA is built around shooting. And to play 5 out and have 1, maybe 2, because Josh, even though he's been hitting his shot lately, you still don't kind of put him in that tier of that realm of a shooting forward guard, whatever you want to claim Josh is. So you want to have 2 non-shooters? Okay, cool. Well, maybe you don't start Josh and you start Mitch. You don't trade Mitch in that and you keep Mitch. He can't shoot neither. So now you're playing 3 against 5 with teams that have 5 players that can make in jump shots. It just doesn't really make sense. It don't make sense. And of course, he doesn't want to play center. So for those reasons, I'm kind of good on it, man. I'm good on it, man. Like, we got what we got, and what we have is good enough. Like, I don't love Cat. Cat pisses me off. I've said it on this show plenty of times. I've said it in tweets plenty of times. Cat is a very, very annoying player. He does stupid things. Sometimes he feels like he's dejected sometimes when he's not getting the ball. He doesn't make the extra effort play. His defense has been spotty, pardon me. Like, no, but hey, this is what we got. And yes, could we win a championship with this nucleus? And if we bring it together and we go on a run, of course we can. Because I'm seeing people out there talking about, oh, we might could get through Detroit to come out the East, but we not beating OKC. Yeah, but was y'all the same people saying that we wasn't going to beat Boston? I wasn't doing this show when we was playing against them. We was going to play against them, but I might have been the one person going, we could beat Boston. Everybody, people in my family, friends, people I was just walking by, anybody, whoever wanted to listen, was sitting and going, yeah, I can't beat Boston. OKC, I might have been in the minority again. If we would have played OKC in the championship last year, I think we could have beat them. The Pacers was the one team that I was like, because yes, they are unpredictable. And the way that they play, even though I still think we should have won that series, but I understand why we didn't win that series. OKC, we match up okay with them. We match up pretty good with them. I'm not scared of OKC. The regular season, I could care about that, man. Like, they struggle against bigs, against centers. It doesn't matter if it's a scoring center or not. They went to 7 games with Jokic. They went to 7 games with the Pacers. We got what it takes to beat a team like that. Hey, you want to tell me you bugging? We ain't sniffing OKC. Well, you probably was the one that felt like we couldn't have sniffed Boston Celtics last year. So, I'm good on Giannis for what it's going to take. But if you could get him for a steal, if we're talking Cat, Deuce, one of Deuce Sharon or Jordan Clarkson and a Yabusele or some pick swaps, and as well, the gentleman said on Knicks Film School, Macri, sorry I missed his name. But Jonathan Macri says, if the Milwaukee Bucks does us a solid, and they're just like, you know what, Giannis, you did a lot for us, it don't even matter. We'll just send you there. We'll take the pick swaps, or if it's a 3-team trade like what I saw, and they could get Zion and a bunch of other players. But as I said, all we're giving up is those 3 players. You know what I mean? Cat, one of Deuce, Shamet, Jordan Clarkson, and a Yabusele or whatever. You throw in another player in, as I said, that's not none of the starters, and really not Mitch neither. But if they want Mitch, I'll do that. I'm not going to stop a Giannis deal for Mitch. If we get that solid, I'm all for that. Then we good. We ain't got nothing to argue about. Cool. But if we have to give up one of OG, Mikhail, or Josh, it doesn't make sense. Not because those players are amazing, but because the nucleus, because of what they are. The sum of many. It's just not going to make sense, man. I'm so frustrated. I know I'm kind of like blabbering a little bit because I can't look on Twitter without hearing about this Giannis thing. And it seems like the whole fan base is going crazy over this Giannis thing. And it's like as if we suck or something. Like, fellas, we're good enough, man. It's early in the season. We have to see this through, man. And listen, that might mean that we do lose. Okay. But I'm not so certain getting Giannis means we will win, man. I'm not certain of that, man. He ain't been winning this whole time. He ain't been all that. He had Dame on his team. I don't know. As I said, I'll take him for the steal, man. But I'm not crazy over Giannis like that. I get he's great. The player is amazing. And again, I will take him. But just not at the expense of just pretty much dismantling the team and taking away one of those players. Josh McKellar, OG, is the equivalency of dismantling this team. It is. You can't replace OG. I heard somebody say that you can replace an OG. You can find an OG anyway. No, you cannot. OG is going to be an almost all-star probably for the rest of his career. He's always almost. You're not going to find an almost all-star like OG. Josh, what he does for us, and let's be real, especially if Josh is hitting his shot like how he's doing, he's being aggressive, you can't replace that. You're not going to find some. Bruce Brown is not Josh Hart. Stop it. He's not Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges, listen, I didn't want him initially, but for what he does for this team, that catch and shoot, them fadeaway threes, his defense, those little small plays that he does, you're not going to find that nowhere. So I'm good on Giannis, man. And camera malfunction. I don't even know. I've been babbling on forever. This is already a long video, but I'm good on Giannis. I'm not. I don't want it. This was a good win against Charlotte. Um, Covering tomorrow's game, I think we play against Utah. Hopefully we can get a W. I get everybody's frustrated with the Boston loss and people are frustrated with Cat, but what we got is good enough, y'all. Just be patient, just chill, just relax. Let's see how we go in the playoffs. Let's see how it all works out. Unless we gonna get him for a steal, then I'm for it. Mad Knicks, man. Talking long enough, I'm out of here, man.